to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Tampa. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Minshew looking to throw it right off the bat. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun is Minshew. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Minshew. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
There's no quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Bucs at 10-5 to start play. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Minshew. Open man, it's Jalen Darden. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. A 1st down throw for Mills. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 14 carries, 53 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Mills' throw taken in by Cooks. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. To throw, Mills. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, Mills to Pierce. They set up the screen. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Mills. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football. Because
he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
they started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Second and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Mills. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. On the draw, this is Fournette, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Minshew. Evans has it left side. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew.
And that'll be caught by Darden. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Minshew going to get this complete to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
It'll be Minshew again.
He'll find Fournette again here. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. That's going to be caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give Fournette another crack. And this time he is in.
Leonard Fournette
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Throwing, Mills.
That's complete left side to Shepard. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Finding space at the 40.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Mills throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Mills. That's underneath to Pierce.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down is Minshew.
He'll get this one complete to Darden.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Minshew with a give to Fournette.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Minshew sets to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now out comes Houston.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. And a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Off the play fake, Mills.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Mills now from the 50.
He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On play action, Mills.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Mills now.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Succop's kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Minshew. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Minshew's throw taken in by Evans here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Minshew.
Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the snap's made at the Texans' 35.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Minshew, 1st and 10.
Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Houston set to take over.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Mills completes this again to Shepard. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mills looking to throw it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw it, Minshew. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And this one is right through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So here's Mills and the Texans.
Down 20-13, a minute 16 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Now Mills. Pass complete to Shepard.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Mills back to throw. Connecting with Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Here's Mills. That's complete to Pierce.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Fourth down, Mills. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw.
That's underneath to Pierce. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This one came right down the wire, and seeing that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, how about the defense there? Because while they had one problem look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, there's a defensive penalty. There's 1 play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Bucs, they improved to a